Imagine, if you will, that we're at the White House and the president's facial features look like a mouse. This is true, at least right here, but the president's way too capable of fear. Jerry Barnes is his name, president sees his game. He was pushed into politics and fell into fame. I introduce you to him only cause I must, but he's the last person on the earth that you want to trust, a Democrat, panic rat. And all that he did show he got a bunch of balls as a scared little kid. Fucking idiot acts like it's all a game, but a suit and a tie only makes you look sane. Jerry Barnes, the commander-in-chief, not even certain about his own beliefs, way too concerned about his personal needs. He'd abandon in the second the country he leads. Leviticus, Griggs, Filthy, and Mo, they're right in the back locked up. And it was a few minutes into the ride before any of them spoke up. Mo had said to Leviticus and Filthy,
"I've seen this Griggs guy on the TV. I'm not sure, but I think that's him. He's the leader of a cult of some weird religion."
Secret Service enters the room to give the president the information. "Sorry to disturb you, sir, but Oswald's accomplished his operation." "Tell me more," the president said. "We got Griggs alive. He's not dead?" "No, sir. When Agent Oswald brought him in, there was 3 other men and Griggs tortured them. Rutherford Leviticus, a professor, and 2 homeless men looking under the weather. Oz said even though they don't have wealth, they're as much a threat as Griggs himself. Keep him in custody. Don't let him go," the president said. He was very scared, though. Oswald lied to his government and claimed that Leviticus had Griggs were criminally insane so that he could keep the death clock and run from the terrible horror the world was soon to become. Leaving Rutherford, Mortific, Filthy, and Mo in the back of the paddy wagon to prison they go. They get locked in the block and the shit don't stop, locked up cause of Oswald fucking con. They got put in the same cage and stank like hell. Griggs bribed the guards and got his very own cell. So there they were, stuck in a cage, bleeding from injuries and shaking with rage. Filthy whispered, "We must escape."
"I agree, but our chances aren't that great."
Across the hall was Mortifac's cell, and his furious eyes were the fires of hell.
"He looks pissed with a good cause. He was betrayed by the cop named Oz. I'll bash his face with the rock for shooting my leg and taking the death clock."
Mortific laughed inside his cell.
"He's long gone now, plus you're in jail."
"You're locked up too."
"For now, but I'll escape and you'll rot like a cow."
Rutherford whispered in a painful haze.
"We gotta get out, it's just 6 more days."
4 more days for us,"
said Mo, but about the professor they just didn't know. There was a guard in hearing range. Mortific called him with his voice deranged.
"Excuse me, officer."
His face turned on.
"But this shouldn't be. I'm a man of God. Let me speak to the president. I'm sure he'll see that I'm an innocent minister. He'll believe me."
Mortific bitched and got his way, and he spoke to Barnes by the end of the day. Even with the good guy spilling it all, Griggs managed to get himself a private phone call.
"That bastard's a liar and he's at it again. He didn't even get searched when he came in, and if he gets Barnes on the phone, I know that he'll get the pardon and be free to go."
Minister Mortific alone in a room on the phone with the president bringing the doom.
"President Barnes, this is Mortific Griggs. I slaughter the world to fix how it is. I'll continue with the horrible terror that I do, and you'll release me or I'll implicate you."
"Okay, stop. I don't give a fuck. I'll pardon you if you just keep your mouth shut."
So Griggs went back to his cell to just wait, cause he knew in the end this wasn't his fate. Leviticus heckled from across the hall, lit Griggs in his cell 6.5 feet tall.
"You're an evil son of a bitch, and I would, given the chance, love to spill your
"I
blood."
spoke to Barnes on a private line, and I'm getting out of here. It's just a matter of time."
Back to the president, Jerry Barnes. He sits at the desk and signs the pardon. He's releasing the man with the arms, with the full knowledge of what he could be starting. He covers his past just to cover his ass, so that everyone can't see. But it's 11 p.m. on the second day, back to the federal holding facility. Leviticus screamed at Mortific.
"Lies!
The blind man could see the hatred in his
"You're
eyes.
fucking nuts. I know they got me, but you're not gonna get off of this scot-free."
Griggs stood there smiling down at the 3.
"You'll hold your tongue or I'll stab at thee."
Rutherford turned his back on the preacher man and he said,
"God damn it, we should've just ran."
Mortific threw across and broke the light socket as he summoned a big hunter's knife from his pocket through the bars in the dark. He threw it in a straight line. It stuck in deep and severed Rutherford's spine. Blood squirted all over Filthy's face and the knife in the neck still stuck in place. Griggs was laughing, decades old, and his voice in the dark was a terrible cold. In the minister's cell bust open with a creak as he walked out through the dark like a freak. Filthy and Mo deafened him with screams, but the guards elsewhere couldn't hear these things. Mortific still laughing. The time had come. He walked down the hall, approaching his freedom.
"See you in hell. I can't stay, but it's your fault God wanted it this way."